Jameer Nelson is an American professional basketball player who currently plays for the Dallas Mavericks of the National Basketball Association. He played college basketball for St. Joseph's University and was drafted in the first round of the 2004 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets but was traded to the Orlando Magic. High school career: Nelson attended Chester High School in Chester, Pennsylvania and was a letterman in basketball. In 2000, he helped lead his team to the PIAA state championship. College career: Nelson began his play at St. Joseph's University in the 2000-01 season. He had a breakout freshman season in which he was named unanimous National Freshman of the Year. During his junior season in 2002-03, he averaged 19.7 points per game, 5.1 rebounds per game, and 4.7 assists per game. He declared for the 2003 NBA draft, but later decided to remain for his senior season. Nelson led the St. Joseph's Hawks to a 27-0 regular season record in 2003-04. The Hawks' first loss came in the Atlantic 10 tournament to Xavier. Nelson and junior guard Delonte West formed what was largely considered the nation's best backcourt, helping the Hawks earn a number 1 seed in the NCAA tournament. They advanced to the Elite Eight and were within seconds of the Final Four before Oklahoma State Cowboys' John Lucas III hit a three-pointer with only a few seconds remaining. St. Joseph's finished with a 30-2 record, the best in the university's history. Nelson averaged 20.6 points, 5.3 assists, and 2.9 steals per game. He received the Lowe's Senior Class Awards his final year, recognizing him as the nation's top senior men's basketball player. He left the Hawks as the best player in the program's history, as its all-time leader in scoring, assists, and steals. Nelson's number was retired by the university on April 23, 2004. Because of his extraordinary accomplishments as a senior, Nelson won the 2004 Wooden Award, the 2004 Naismith Award, the 2004 Bob Cousy Award, the Rupp Trophy, the Oscar Robertson Trophy and many more accolades, including being featured on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Nelson was the first Atlantic 10 athlete to be on the cover of the magazine since Mark Macon in 1988. Professional career: Orlando Magic. Nelson was selected with the 20th overall pick in the 2004 NBA draft by the Denver Nuggets, and was subsequently traded to the Orlando Magic for a 2005 first-round draft pick. Though many speculated he would be a top 10 pick, he fell to number 20, and the Magic were able to acquire both Nelson and Dwight Howard in the same draft. As a rookie, Nelson served as the primary backup to the Magic's all-star point guard Steve Francis. Due to Nelson's impressive play, which earned him NBA All-Rookie second-team honors and Rookie of the Year consideration, the Magic moved Francis to shooting guard to make room for Nelson to start at point guard. They still occasionally started Francis at point guard, and had Nelson come off the bench. On February 22, 2006, the Magic dealt Steve Francis to the New York Knicks, paving the way for Nelson to become the long-term starting point guard. Nelson's play improved with the mid-season trade of Francis, finishing the season with averages of 14.6 points and 5 assists per game on 48.3% field goal shooting. The following year, Nelson helped lead the Magic back into the postseason for the first time since 2003. He averaged 14.3 points, 3 rebounds, and 3.3 assists per game during the NBA playoffs. However, the Magic were ultimately swept by the top-seeded Detroit Pistons in the first round. During the 2008 All-Star Weekend Slam Dunk Contest, Nelson assisted teammate Dwight Howard on several of his dunks, including the famous Superman dunk. That year, the Magic once again made the playoffs, defeating the Toronto Raptors in the first round before falling to the Pistons in the second round. He averaged 16.2 points, 4.7 assists and 4.1 rebounds per game through the playoffs. Nelson set career highs in points, steals, and shooting percentages during the 2008-09 NBA season. He, along with teammates Dwight Howard and Rashard Lewis, were selected to play in the 2009 NBA All-Star Game. However, a torn labrum in Nelson's right shoulder, A potential season-ending injury forced him to miss the game. Nelson was averaging 16.7 points per game and 5.4 assists at the time. The Magic made just their second-ever NBA Finals appearance that year, eventually falling to the Los Angeles Lakers in 5 games. Nelson and the Magic again surged into the playoffs the following season, sweeping the Charlotte Bobcats and Atlanta Hawks before falling to the Boston Celtics in 6 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. Nelson averaged 19 points and 4.8 assists per game, and started all 14 of the Magic's playoff games. On March 18, 2011, Nelson made a game-winning buzzer beater against the Denver Nuggets to secure an 85-82 victory for Orlando. However, on April 10, 2011, Nelson's last-second three-pointer was ruled no basket, and the Magic lost to the Chicago Bulls 100-99. On July 16, 2012, Nelson re-signed with the Magic on a 3-year deal. On February 23, 2014, Nelson scored his 8,020th point, passing Shaquille O'Neal for 4th on the Magic's all-time scoring list. On June 30, 2014, he was waived by the Magic after 10 seasons with the team. Dallas Mavericks. On July 24, 2014, Nelson signed with the Dallas Mavericks. NBA career statistics, regular season, playoffs, personal life. On August 30, 2007, Nelson's father, Floyd Pete Nelson, was reported missing after disappearing at his Chester tugboat repair shop located along the docks of the Delaware River at Front Street and Highland Avenue. Authorities said no one saw his father fall into the water. Nelson arrived at the search scene the next morning. On September 2, 2007, Floyd Nelson's body was found floating in the Delaware River. His death was ruled accidental. He has a tattoo on his back that says "All Eyes on Me," and another one that says "Accomplish Everything Without Fear." On July 5, 2008, he married longtime girlfriend, Imani Tillery. He has one son, Jameer Jr., who is nicknamed Deuce. References. External links, career statistics and player information from NBA.com, or a basketball-reference.com, official website, St. Joseph's Bio at the Wayback Machine.